Alright, let's dive into the whole bold and beautiful drama that's unfolding. Brooke, Ridge, Taylor, and Steffy, it's like a never ending game of tug of war with Hope caught right in the middle. And I gotta say, Brooke's words at the end of the show hit differently. She told Ridge, "Don't let Steffy and Taylor pit us against each other over my daughter." And honestly, it feels like she's already been dragged into it. Now I get it, Brooke's scared. Who wouldn't be? She's got a love for Ridge, and it's obvious she doesn't want to lose him, especially to Taylor. But honestly, when will Brooke realize that Ridge isn't going to be her knight in shining armor? I just want to shake Brooke and say, wake up. We've seen it time and again. Brooke's putting up with all this nonsense while Ridge stands by and lets it happen. Steffy and Thomas can act like villains, doing whatever they want, and Ridge just shrugs it off. Meanwhile, Brooke's left wondering how to keep her family together, and it's like she's blind to the fact that Ridge will always choose Taylor's side. So, Brooke, for your own good, maybe it's time to break free from this emotional merry-go-round. Honestly, if it were me, Hope would have already been the deal breaker. Ridge talking about Hope with Taylor? I'd be so done. Taylor needs to mind her own business. It's honestly a little ridiculous. Here's the thing, Rich has always been this way. He's so caught up in the drama, and when it comes to Brooke, he just doesn't seem to take her side, especially when it involves his kids. Brooke knows Hope was wrong, but let's be real, Steffy and Thomas have caused way worse problems, and Rich never steps in to defend Brooke. So what does Brooke do? She just stays put, tolerating it. If I were Brooke, I'd be packing Ridge's bags and kicking him out. And let's talk about Taylor for a second. Oh, Taylor, the self-proclaimed independent woman who claims she doesn't need a man, yet she's just waiting for Brooke and Ridge to implode. Isn't it obvious? Taylor's sitting there hoping for the day when she can swoop in and say, "I told you so," to Ridge. She wants to be the one Ridge turns to when things go wrong with Brooke, all while she sits back playing the "I'm the one who will always be there" card. It's like a game to her, and honestly it's getting old. Wouldn't it be great if we saw Taylor get a new love interest, someone who's not caught up in all the drama with the Ridge? Maybe a man who can give her the love and support she actually deserves. And the same goes for Brooke. She deserves better than a guy who's been juggling her with his ex for years. There are tons of new exciting characters who could enter the scene and give these ladies the fresh start they need. And let's be real here, Rich doesn't deserve either of them. He's always been wishy-washy, never fully committed to Brooke or Taylor. His relationship with Brooke has always been rocky, and his constant back and forth with Taylor has just dragged things on too long. He's just adding to the mess and making everyone's life harder. So what if he's single? Honestly, the man needs some time to reflect on his actions and what he really wants. Maybe that's what's best for everyone involved. But what if they brought someone new into the show? Someone for Taylor and someone for Brooke to finally find real love without the baggage of Ridge constantly lurking in the background. Maybe a new man with a genuine interest in what they have to offer, without any of the manipulation or past history weighing down on the relationship. Bottom line, it's time for Brooke and Taylor to move on from Ridge. The man has had his chance and he blew it. Now it's time for them to find their happiness, together or apart, without being chained to the man who will never fully choose them. Rich can sit on the sidelines and watch as they live their best lives with or without him. Rich and Steffy are completely against Hope, and it's all boiling down to this massive family prowl struggle. They're both still in the middle of a battle to hold on to their dominance at Forested Creations. Let's be real, Rick has been way too loyal to Ridge for far too long. He's done nothing but let her down over and over again, and yet she continues to defend him. Ridge's latest stunt blaming Hope for Carter's betrayal shows exactly what kind of guy he is. Brooke doesn't just need to fight back. She needs to break free from this toxic cycle of loyalty to a man who's never shown her any respect. And you know what? I'm loving Hope's determination. She's not backing down. Despite Ridge and Steffy teaming up to sabotage her every move, Hope is standing tall. But it's not just about her anymore. Katie's seeing things clearly too. There's a serious shift in the Forrester family dynamics and people are waking up to the truth. Steffy and Taylor's hatred for the Logans is almost comical at this point. But the good news, it's time for the Logan women to unite and take control. It's time to stop letting Ridge and Steffy think they own the company, especially with how they've been acting lately. The idea of installing Brooke and Eric as co-CEOs would be such a power move, and honestly, it's long overdue. Brooke's been more than patient. She deserves to step up and lead. Why not make Zende head designer and bring back RJ, right? They're Forresters too, and they've got the talent to back it up. Now about Steffi, let's be honest, what exactly does she bring to the table? She's got the title, but does she actually do anything of value? She can't even design to save her own life, and let's not forget how many of her own fashion lines have failed miserably. The only reason she has that co-CEO title is because of Quinn and because she's Ridge's daughter. Brooke, on the other hand, could totally pull off the CEO role. It's time she takes that position and runs with it. Ridge acts like he's the moral compass of the company, but he's a huge hypocrite. He loves to point fingers at her for every little thing that goes wrong, but let's be real, he's just as guilty, if not worse. He had a chance to really fix things with Carter, but he blew it. Now he's blaming Hope for turning Carter into someone he doesn't recognize. It's clear that Ridge and Steffi think they're the ones who matter in the Forrester family. But they've completely forgotten about all the other Forrester who could easily step in and make the company work. Rick, Bridget, RJ, and even Zende could bring a fresh perspective. Plus don't forget about Kristen and Felicia. And let's talk about Bill for a second. If Katie can get Bill on her side, it could be the ultimate power move. Will, half Logan, could be the one to help pitch Carter's ideas and get Bill to invest. If they play their cards right, they could easily kick Steffi and Rich to the curb. But that's not all. With Carter now fired, it's like the final domino has fallen. Steffi and Rich might be out of their depth. They've spent so much time plotting against Hope and trying to push the Logan women out that they've lost sight of what made Forrester Creations great in the first place. Talent, respect, and the ability to work together. But now it's clear that they can't even manage that anymore. The future of Forrester is bright, but only if Brooke, Katie, and the rest of the Logan women finally take the reins and push these power-hungry, self-centered Forresters out of the way. Let's face it, they've been playing dirty for too long. It's time for a change, and honestly, it's time for a Logan-led takeover. So, here's to the future. The Forrester family is about to get a serious shake-up, and I, for one, am here for it. Bring on the drama because the Logan ladies are ready to take control. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys soon in the next video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Until next time, take care.